Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a math game in Scratch. So first, rename this new project Math Game Tutorial Scratch. After that, take the card when you're in Scratch. After that, choose a sprite. Choose any sprite you want for this game. You can use different ones or silly ones. So you can use anything you want. After that, let's put your sprite at any position you want. Let's drag it over here and go to x negative 140 to y 111. So, if you use a normal say block, it will say. But how are we going to make the character as a question? With this cool block, type anything you want. And it will give a pop-up box. So you can answer that question. Click the check mark to ensure you're correct. There! So, this is a end wait, so it won't spam many. Like in Python using the input. So first, drag this block into the forever loop. First, you need two variables, A for all sprites and B. They will be a random. So go to my blocks, click make a block and type A and B. A and B. So A will be pick random 1 to 500, and B will be the same as A, 1 to 500. Define A and B AB. Let's drag the set A and set B. So drag the A here, B. So when you click the green flag, it will be a random number. After that, ask the join block, what is? First, drag the A variable, drag a join block, A. After that, type a space plus then space, and put B second. So when you see it, you say 1270 plus 53. But when you click your green flag, yours will be different. After that, untick the A and B variables. So when you click the ask button, it will say like this. After that, add a cool backdrop. You can use any scene that you want. Make sure it matches the character. The crab will go on the beach. After that, make a new variable called answer for all sprites. Delete the my variable and set answer the answer. So this answer block will store what is from this ask block. So after the peer replies, it will be sent to this answer block. For example, when you click the green flag, say hi. And when you click the check mark, it will go to answer and it will paste the hi inside. So, we need the statement. Drag an if-else statement. Drag an equal to block and a multi-addition block. You can use a subtraction if you want, but make sure to change it depending on this. If we're using addition, so delete the three others. Leave the addition if this answer variable is equal to A plus B. So this will say 3198. So B to 3228876. So if the player replies, if the player replies like the number, for example, it says 53 plus 53 plus 6, it will say 50. So when the player replies, and what is, for example, 53 plus 3 is 56. So when the player replies 56, then add two new sound effects. First, we need big boing. Second is coin. After that, if answer is equal to A plus B, then use the say for seconds block. Say correct. Else say wrong. First, put the coin block on the correct and the big boing sound on top of the say wrong, because they make a different sound effect. So when it's wrong for 2 seconds, like 1.7 seconds, then it will stop the game. Now, for example, the crab will say, what is 2009 plus 2111? So when I type the correct answer, it's 4111. If we say wrong, and it will end the game. So when you click, you can see the answers 420. Or you can click the green flag to make it show more questions. But when we type high, it is. So you can delete this contraption for now. High, then it will always become the same answer. So after that, get the A and B variable that we got. I used the turbo warp. So after that you need to go to my blocks and add this A and B. After the crab says correct. So go to operators, and in the first window, pick random 1 to 500. Because that's our max limit here. So if you want to not type these, make new variables called min max. Min means minimum. So set min to 1 and max sprites. Set max to 500. Any number. After that, replace all ones with min and all 500 with max. Except the variables. 1. After that, A and B, just drag these blocks. After that, drag max here, min here, and max here. We want to make some music. The green flag is click forever. Sounds, choose a sound. Whoops, choose a sound. Then bam. But there's some scratch tips. You can use a repeat until not block, because repeat until not just only types it once, but if it's not, it would do double, because if it's not true, you can use this as a but but we're going to use the forever loop for now. When you go to the crab, when you click the green flag, also untick the max input variables. What is 1642 when you the crab will say wrong. When you type a wrong answer, the crab will say wrong. You can use anything you want. You can save the game first. After you save the game, first, let's play. What is 3091 plus 296? If you want to make the game even more interactive, go to extensions and add a text-to-speech extension to make the character talk. So make sure first there's a bug yes. So avoid writing unexplained numbers except needed ones. For example, a pick random blocks needs to have the min and max variable, so we don't need typing. And because the go-to blocks will keep its position like that. If you want to make it more interactive, try these ideas. First, move your sprite to a different part of your location. Next, The next idea is add weight. The next idea is to have more sprites to make score. First, go to choose a sprite, then use the star sprite. Also make a new then after that, you need to go to the crab and make a new variable called score. And make a new broadcast on top of the sounds. Broadcast score. Score. So remove this there. Go to the star sprite. And when I receive score, change y by 10. First, go to this position when the game starts. When I receive score, change score by 1. So, for example, if you use the broadcast score, the star will go up each. And we need to make a score ranking. So, you can use a score ranking if you like. You can place one that's off screen. You can place it at the top. Place it at the top each time the game starts. After, make sure to change y by 3 so that it will get slow. So each time, so change y by 0.1 because we want to start to move a bit. So take it to 0.5 so to move half a score. So 1 is perfect. When you do 1, it will put it by 1. If touching sprite 1, you can name it anything. Score top. Then say use a join block for that. Or your score is type a space after is and then use the score variable. Then we'll go back. Or you can make the star go up each time. Or you can make your star say the score. So, untick this, drag forever, say score. There. So when you click the score is always. So set score to 0. Set score to 0 in the game starts. So when you get each correct question, it will be a correct sound and will change the score by 1. When you receive score, if answer terminate is not drag A plus B. If not the answer is equal to A plus B, then it will say true because I did the wrong answer earlier. Then we'll start and it will not be a sound anymore, but we change score by -1. Else, you can change score by 1. Set score to score. when you answer, you win a point. One, two,
Hey,
3, 2, and 5. So when you say correct, the star will zero.
hey,
We'll wait 0.5 seconds. But this 170 plus 2.65.
hey.
You can pause the game using Turbo Warp, and you can click this and boom. Okay, and it stopped the game. And now, this is good because you made a favorite math game. So, with these only two scripts, it is a game with only one script if you remove the blocks. So, first, I'll add more ideas. First, try to change the addition sign to a minus sign, a times sign, and a division sign, and a to the power up sign. So you're being using the logs and but so make sure when you change the symbol here, you need to change the addition block here. So for example, I'm going to change it to minus, and when it's plus, and you need to select minus, then it will say negative 292. Change it back to plus, and this is how your good math game. You can play this game with your friends. You can play this game with your friends and family and check who's the winner of this game. Let's make a new star for high score. So, make sure to teleport it to this. You can put it in a different starting position if you want. After that, make a new variable called high score. Go to the add if statements into the when I receive score. Drag greater than blocks. If score is greater than high score on both. It is a global, so it will not reset to 0 when the game starts. Untick the variable. Then drag set a block. Choose the drop down and click high score, the score. Replace the say hello block with the say high score. Use a drawing block to represent this. Type a space on both ends. After end, then type score. Scores. Okay, so then put these score side score 0 and score 1. Then please receive. That is 422 plus 2444.
Hey,
So it's a bit 8, 6,
hey,
8, 6. And when you click the check mark, you say correct. So the high score is 1
hey.
and the score is that's a good score.
Hey,
The 1669 plus 1809. So when you click the green flag, you can see for yourself that the numbers are different. Make sure to use cleanup blocks to clean up. First, this is the cleanup from the crab script. So this is giving you time to copy the scripts if you were. I'll give you like like 50 seconds to copy the script. Like as shown here, you can place the blocks at different positions if you want. Now next is the star script. You can use cleanup blocks, and there are only 3 scripts for the stars. So for the general, these and these. Now it's time for the third star script. So this script is very long, so be careful when you're copying the script. There's only 3 scripts like the first star. So after that, remove the start sound correct because we already used that in the second star. Or where it will not play sound effects. So remove the start sound correct by holding backspace while you're selecting the block. Star 2 is this code. So when the green, so for this exclamation, for the crab, so when the green flag is clicked, it will set the max to 500 and the minimum to 1. The A and B is this pick random into max. This first one is the for A. Second one is the B. So define A and AB. So set A to this A over here. So when you don't, it doesn't function. So this B, we set this to B from this A and B. It will put a crab on the position and it will put in a forever loop. So it will say, for example, it will say what is 69 plus 1809. So yours will be different. These join blocks will place them together. And after that, set this answer variable to the answer block which we discussed about earlier. So if the answer is A plus B, it's like the answer of the 18 plus 6. So it says 3, 4, 7, 8. So yours will be different than when you answered. It will broadcast a score to the 2 star sprites. And it will start sound, the coin sound that we added here. Then it will say correct. Then we put another random number about the defined A and B that we discussed earlier. Else, if it's not the correct, it will start sound big boing and will not broadcast the score and will say wrong for 1.7 seconds. Then we'll stop the game. After that, click Save As, and when you're done, you can share it into the Scratch Project's website. You can also add more creations of it and enjoy math. Bye bye! This game can train your math skills. Bye bye!